Okay.
Hey guys, I guess we didn't have our sound mic on, so we'll voice it over or do whatever we got to do. Anyway, that's not my part. We're here making our soft buttery rolls, our family recipe, and so we're going to get started. We love this recipe. It comes out really nice and fluffy and just a lot of fun. And so those of you who've never made bread before, this is one you got to try. It's basic, very simple, not a lot of ingredients, and if I can do it, you can do it. So we took and added our 1 packet of instant rapid rise fast acting yeast and 1 1/4 cups of milk that we heated in the microwave for about 1 minute, just to get it warm enough to where it'll activate. And then we added 3 tablespoons of sugar. And that's all that's in this bowl. Mix that all together. We're going to let that set for about 10 minutes and get that stuff activated. And then as we start to add our flours and our other things, we've got 2 eggs that we'll be adding into it, 1 1/4 cups of oil, and it's a total of 4 cups of flour, and we just add them one by one and mix them in. I use a spoon, and that works quite well. And then once it's all incorporated, then I add the next cup. And then when you get to the end of that 4th cup, then it starts to kind of take on the texture. We'll put a little flour out here on our countertop, and it makes it quite simple. You're already incorporating that flour into it as you mix it 1 cup at a time, and not having to do a lot of kneading. And then once it all comes together with the 4th cup, we'll throw it out here and knead it for about 5 or 7 minutes. And then we'll put it in a bowl and cover it up and let it do its first rise. And let it set for probably about an hour in a warm spot. And then we'll punch it down. We'll make our rolls, put them in our buttered Dutch oven, and then we'll put it in the oven to cook.
And we will show you all the steps as we go through it.
Stay tuned. Okay, everybody, we're back doing our rolls. Our yeast has started to proof. We're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 cup of oil, that mixed around a little bit and get it started to come together. And then 2 as Kent Rollins says, liquid chickens. 2 eggs.
Liquid chickens. Never heard them called liquid chickens before.
Liquid chickens. I think Kent's got a name for everything. Break up those yolks and start mixing that all in together. And then just 1 cup at a time of your all-purpose flour. If you want to use bread flour, I guess you could. If you want to use a combination of some wheat, but I wouldn't use all wheat. Most people's digestive system can't work with all wheat. So if you want to do a combination until you get adjusted to it, maybe.
Well, here's a question for the viewers. Is it better to use a fork or a spoon? Go ahead and leave your comments down below so we can figure it out. Which is better, the fork or the spoon?
It's like that new term that they came up with, clickbait. Just start arguing.
That works as well.
I don't know. I just had a spoon handy when I first started doing this, so I just kind of have stuck with that same tool. Now, Michael, you'll hand me my wood spatula that's over there, the new one. I don't know if you've seen that yet. It's right by my computer. Just a flat paddle. My cousin made me a Christmas gift, and it's out of Coco Bolo wood is what it's made out of. And kind of patterned after the one that Kent Rollins uses that he likes so well. And so he thought, well, let me make one of these for Mark. And so we used it the other day to make something. I can't remember what we did. But it works pretty well. I'd never heard of Coco Bolo wood. And I kept calling it Coco Lobo and all kinds of different things. But anyway, thank you, Ben. Shout out to him for that. And so now we've got some spoons from Paul Russell that he handmade that we use on the chuck wagon. I got another one made by Doug Thornton, Redneck Gourmet. Now I got one by Ben Wilkins. Wilkins is a school teacher, so we appreciate that, Ben. Thank you. Okay, we've got our first cup incorporated, so we'll add our second cup in and just kind of work them little by little and get them all mixed in. And I'm sure that my editor will stop this part way so you'll see us add all 4 cups. It kind of gets a little boring watching me start. So we've added in our 4th cup, and what I like about this recipe is that as you're stirring and mixing each cup one at a time individually, you're kind of doing that kneading process instead of spending 20 minutes kneading them and working your bread dough. So kind of like that. Makes it a little bit easier. So we're going to take and dust our countertop with a little bit of flour. And we're going to dump this out here and finish incorporating the rest of it into it. Right now it's probably a little bit of a sticky dough. So set that off to the side there. Okay. I better not say anything about washing my hands.
No, we better not.
I've done it in past videos, so sometimes you need to incorporate a little more dough. You'll kind of get the feel of that's a little too sticky. I need to put some, and I just push it out. First I kind of get gentle until it starts to lose its stickiness, and then I start getting a little rougher with it. But just kind of pushing and getting that stuff to work together. Kind of get a feel for it of how you want it to get to that point. Add a little bit more. So you start with 4 cups, and you might wind up with 4.5, 4.25. But each push, then I rotate it just a hair, maybe an 1/8. We're getting pretty close here. I kind of want to keep that heat in the best I can, but my countertop's pretty cold, so at this point I kind of want to work a little bit faster than normal. And
I'm sticking to the counter here.
yeah, I can feel it. Soak up some of that. And it'll kind of get that elasticity feel to it. If you've never made bread before, this is one to try. It's pretty simple. And, nothing real fancy, but boy, it sure tastes good. It impresses people when you open up that oven and show them what's in there. So I'm going to take a clean bowl. Just got a little bit of oil in there. set that down inside there. Take a towel, lay it over there, and we're going to set it over here in the stove where there's less draft and the fan hasn't pushed any wind on it. And you want to put it in a warm spot. A lot of times I've taken out when we're doing some of this outdoors, we'll take that bowl and put it up in the dash of the truck and let the heat from the sunshine just kind of heat it up. So anyway, about an hour, let it set, and we'll be back here and we'll punch it down and make our rolls. Okay, we've let our bread rise for about an hour now. And I dumped it out, puffed out some of the air. So we're just going to kind of assemble that together. And now I can start pinching off my rolls. I just pinch off about a golf ball size, twist that underneath, set it inside my buttered Dutch oven. These are going to rise up pretty good, so I'm going to space them about a quarter inch apart. See how we do. Once we get them all in here, we may want to readjust that, but just grab a smooth side. Keep rotating it around.
I'll straighten this up.
How much will it rise in the pan?
Oh, they'll all kind of meet up together, and you can kind of tell when it's ready because you lift that lid, look in there, and it's just like, oh man, I want to eat them right now. And so we can do a couple different things. We already have a hot 12-inch Dutch oven lid that we could put on top of this. That extra heat will kind of make our bread rise a little bit faster. But I ain't finished my dinner yet, so I'm not ready for a roll. So, I think that's about all we're going to fit in there. Set that aside for another project.
I'll have to cut that out of the video.
So they're kind of spaced a little closer than might be able to fit another one in there.
Maybe one.
Yeah, hold on. Whispering in the background, I don't know what they're saying. Okay. Like so. And we're going to set that off. Set that over here on our oven. Take advantage of that heat that's coming out of there. We'll let that rise for probably about 15-20 minutes. We'll take a peek. Our oven's preheating to 350, and we'll be ready to bake our rolls. We'll see you soon. Hit like and subscribe. Well, hi guys, we're back at where are we? At the ranch. Anyway,
Acre Ranch.
our soft buttery rolls have been rising, and they're ready to go in the oven now. So there's the peek at them. We're going to brush them with a little bit of butter and put them right in the oven. So that's what you want to see. Hey guys, we're back at the Dusty Acre Ranch, and our rolls are done. House is smelling just fantabulous. So here we go. Oh, do those look pretty? So here's kind of how we do this. We got a little fresh battery, so let's go ahead and use it up. We did put some butter on them earlier, and before we baked them, but let's put a little bit more. Can't have enough butter on them. And I jiggled it a little bit, and some of these kind of fell a little bit, so try to be careful when you're doing that. And loose around the sides. Let's see if we can do this without too much fanfare. Three taps for good luck. There they are.
Wow, that looks good.
Oven's nice and clean. Even browning. And 1, 2, 3. There we go.
There you go.
And that, folks, is how it's done. Give me that skillet right there. Just put it right there. I didn't drop them this time either, Barb. Okay, we got some jalapeno pineapple jam to go with them, and we'll tell you all about them later. Have a great day. Hit like